I'm like in an 8-person fucking thread because my friends are trying to plan something, and my friend Louis is like lagging.
Oh.
And he's like, "Don't worry, I'll get it done."
Oh, you gotta mute that so you can't. Yeah. All right. So we're live on Facebook.
Yep.
Hey.
Oh, you gotta mute yours too. Damn it.
Oh no.
We'll figure this out one of these days. But yeah, we're about to record Mortal Kombat. Fantastic.
Dude, your pants are vibrating.
I know.
No.
Jesus Christ.
Oh, I want to do a fantasy football thing.
How does pants vibrating go to fancy football?
I don't know.
Oh.
I'm assuming that's what is being planned, a fantasy football thing.
No.
But I want to talk to you about that later. Maybe we'll get a mini league going for ourselves.
Fancy football?
Fantasy.
Jesus Christ.
Or fairy tale football,
Turn
the way Corolla calls it. Because it's more demeaning. But yeah, a little bit of the pre-show before we get into Mortal Kombat.
No. Before we get into Mortal Kombat!
I don't know.
No, that's not the right song.
That's a generic.
Bum bum bum.
That's
bum,
Mission
bum,
Impossible you were singing.
Bum 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 bum. That's Mortal Kombat.
Okay.
That does not sound like
No, that's
I think I started right and then I veered off track.
What do you mean?
Yeah.
He's back from Highlander.
Oh boy. I thought it was Jane Austen or Austin Jane Smith.
The Punisher?
Yeah. What's his name? Jane.
Thomas Jane.
Thomas Jane. I thought it was him for a second. I'm like, why?
What?
They similar look, right?
Yeah, they sort of look similar.
Yeah.
Oh,
Raiden
and the Punisher?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking
That
that it was,
Punisher.
yeah. I think it was originally no.
All right. Well
Yep.
put. All right. Shall we get the show started, or you want to throw out any theories
On what?
of the Game of Thrones?
Oh yeah. I just said one before we went live,
Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, Game of Thrones spoilers talk. If
Yeah.
you haven't caught the season,
which you should have by now. Like it's already a week. Almost.
yeah, it's been
5 days.
It'll be 2 weeks this
Yeah, this
Sunday,
Sunday.
because that's when my HBO trial goes away.
Okay.
Although I might end up keeping it. It's
it's
there's
good.
a lot of stuff on there, man.
Yeah. You can rewatch Sopranos. There's tons of documentaries.
Yeah.
Stand up.
Oh, there's also Skin TV.
I noticed that they do have the late night section.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
But why would you do that if you can just get like actual porn?
Exactly. Well, this is classy porn.
It's porn without porn.
Uh,
That makes sense, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
sure.
Oh, my theory.
Yeah.
I'm assuming that the whites are going towards Winterfell because Winterfell is like the biggest castle in the north before they start hitting south.
Right.
I'm assuming they would hit that place up. And my guess is that Bran is going to confront a white Hodor because Hodor was the one taking care of him, like pushing him around and carrying him and stuff.
Yeah. That would be interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was thinking. Then I had mentioned. Do you think the brand would be able to control the whites, or not? If not the whites, at least a Hodor white.
Yeah.
That would be interesting.
A whole door white?
Yes, that's what I said.
No, hold the door, white.
Oh.
Hold the door. Hold the door.
You're not a crook.
All
right.
So that's one theory.
Yeah, I think Jamie is more than likely probably going to kill Cersei at some point.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrion, I don't think he's going to be dying anytime soon.
What do you think of that rumor that Tyrion made a deal with Cersei to kill Daenerys or whatever? Because when Jon and her were hooking up,
You mean the backdoor deal?
Yeah, he was standing outside of their room.
Yeah, he looked depressed.
Yeah,
or something. He had a look on his face. He was like, "Oh no, why?"
yeah.
I think he's meant to do something to one of them. But he won't go through with that, I don't think.
Yeah.
Meant to do something to one of them?
Yeah. He's meant to, I think, maybe either kill or deliver or persuade or turn them against each other or something, maybe.
Who?
Tyrion. To Jon and Dany, as everyone's calling her now.
Oh, yeah.
When I was first watching Game of Thrones, I thought her name. It took me forever to learn that her name was Daenerys, so I just called her Khaleesi because that's what I knew her as.
Me too.
So then, when I would read the description on HBO, and it says Dany must confront the slavers at Slaver's Bay, and I'm like, who the fuck is Danny?
Yeah.
Danny.
This is Game of Thrones. They don't have simple names like that.
Yeah. Well, no, there's Kevin
There's
Lannister.
Jamie Lannister,
Yeah, okay.
But that's more like formal.
Jon Snow.
Yeah, that's true.
He's a bastard.
Well, his real name's Aegon.
Is it?
Aegon Targaryen.
That's his real name.
Mm-hmm.
No.
That's what Bran said.
Yep.
I
Last
thought that was his dad.
No.
Oh, wait.
What? Huh?
No, his dad's Rhaegar, Prince Rhaegar.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Aegon was the little brother to the maester who was at the wall, that old man who was blind, who voted Jon Snow as the Knight Commander.
Yeah.
He was a Targaryen. His little brother was Aegon. I looked into it. I did so much research on it. There's been like 7 Aegon Targaryens in the history of Game of Thrones, going all the way back.
And only one Egon.
Is that who everyone called?
Huh?
Is that what everyone called?
Yes, until he passed away.
Yeah. All right.
You ready?
Yeah. Shall we get into Mortal Kombat? Oh my god.
Okay. So we will be discussing 1995's Mortal Kombat. I'm sure there will be a lot of video game talk.
No.
I'm just guessing.
Yeah. More than likely.
We'll probably talk about the storyline from the video games, which I think I'm the only one who knows.
Yeah, more than likely.
Probably
I
Maestro.
was going to ask about that.
Okay. Well, I'll explain.
Yeah, once we get on the show.
Yeah,
I'm sorry?
once we record.
Someone say my name.
No, not at all.
Oh.
Yeah, Varys, I was looking for you.
Excellent.
That's not Varys.
No, no, I can't do it right now.
Oh, okay.
I need to hear it one more time.
What you sound like?
Well, what?
That's
Uh,
what you sound like when you say that. Okay.
did he say Timmy?
I have my little birds everywhere.
Yeah.
Now listen, Timmy. I just want to hold you and just massage you. Okay. Okay. That's what you sound like, right?
Real quick before we record,
Yeah.
one more Game of Thrones question.
Yeah.
Do you think Brienne and Jaime are going to be a thing?
Who?
Yes.
Brienne of Tarth?
Brienne. Oh,
Do you think her and Jaime will be like a thing?
don't know her.
Yeah. I think it's leading that way for sure. Because she's got a thing for him, obviously, and he has a bond with her at the very least.
Yeah. He respects her.
Yeah. So I could see that going into something else, especially with the whole he's doing this whole thing out of honor. I guess that he's following the rules that the deal that they brought.
Yes.
And Brienne of Tarth is all about honor.
Yeah.
So in comparison to your crazy ex who doesn't know what honor is, she's gonna start looking real attractive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I like the episode when they're the fucking Suicide Squad and they got to go get that white, where the what's the wildling's name with the beard?
I don't know.
Tormund.
Okay.
I like when he goes, I got a girl waiting for me back home, and he's talking about Brienne, and then when he says her name, the Hound goes, Brienne of fucking Tarth.
Yeah.
You do know her.
Yeah, you know her. Yeah. Looks like she wants to eat you or kill you.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
When she fought Arya, dude, and Arya beat her in sword. Well, they didn't. Well, she technically beat her 3 times.
Yeah.
But that move where Brienne kicked Arya to the ground and she did that spin kick and she went with the sword.
Yeah.
Dude, I think I'm scared of Arya.
Oh yeah.
And I'm 17 years older than her. The story.
Yeah.
I'd be fucking terrified.
Oh, she's gotten quite the little swordsman.
Yeah.
She's gotten quite the little swordsman?
She's gotten to be.
Oh.
I missed the word. I apologize.
But that look on her, she looked like, I don't know if you saw
call you
Logan. She looked like
Oh, okay. Oh,
23?
yeah.
that chick. She looked just like her.
X-23?
Yeah. X-23.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so we're going to start Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
So enjoy. You get to listen to this and watch it a week early.
Yeah.
Hello out there in podcast land, and welcome back to Spoilers, your bad movie review show on the RatPack Podcast Network, where your hosts have lots of opinions with zero credentials. Each week we watch a movie, usually a bad one. We crack a couple jokes, we give you our insight of the film, and we play a couple games at the end. I'm your host, Hollywood, and I'm joined by my two co-hosts, Adam and Maestro.
I'm Adam.
Hello.
Oh, that's Maestro.
This week, we're watching a secret Maestro movie
Secret.
with 1995's Mortal Kombat. Why did we pick Mortal Kombat? Was this on a list?
No, it just came up like
Oh, it
generically.
just came up naturally.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell we were talking about, but Mortal Kombat
Oh,
came
we were
up.
trying to fill slots
Oh, yeah.
for movies.
And then somehow that popped in and like, oh,
Yeah.
that's it. We're doing that one next.
Such a horrible movie.
Really? But isn't this like a secret Maestro movie?
No, it's not. That's why it still was on the list.
I don't know, man.
We never did it because it was always there. I mean, if it was a secret Maestro list, it would have been like snuck in like right before you even knew.
No, this wasn't on the list. This was just it got
Yeah,
pulled from the
it just-
ethers.
Yeah. Just came naturally.
I feel like maybe you might have suggested it, you bastard.
He incepted us.
Yes.
I've done nothing of the sort.
This movie, Mortal Kombat, was directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Does that name sound familiar to you guys?
Yes.
He
Very
directed
familiar.
Event Horizon,
Yep.
Resident Evil, all the Resident Evils, Alien vs. Predator.
Wow.
Pretty much like a third of the movies we've seen on
Yeah.
the podcast for the most part. Yeah, so Paul W.S. Anderson's back. I think this was the first thing he did. I think he did this, then he did Event Horizon.
For a better portion of the
Wow,
century.
what an upgrade. Holy crap.
This movie stars Christopher Lambert, who you may remember, Adam, from Highlander.
Yeah.
I'm rated.
Is it Christopher Lambert or Lambert?
Lambert. Because he's
Lamb?
Frenchish, I think.
He's something.
Robin Shue,
Wait, his name is Lambert?
Lambert, Lambert.
It's like two like animals put
Like
into one.
Colbert. Lambert.
Cold
Yeah.
Bear and Lambert.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
I'm sure we're just going to call them by their names. So Christopher Lambert is Raiden.
Yeah.
Robin Shue is Liu Kang. Lyndon Ashby is Johnny Cage. Cary Hiroki Tagawa is Shang Tsung. And Bridget Wilson is Sonya Blade. Let me do a brief synopsis. We'll go from there. 3 unknowing martial artists are summoned to a mysterious island to compete in a tournament whose outcome will decide the fate of the world. I ask this every week. Have you ever seen this movie before?
Never.
Adam's never seen it. I know you have, Mason.
Wait, are you telling me you've never seen
I
it?
have never seen this once.
This is like 97, right?
95.
I
95.
knew it existed, and I was never big on Mortal Kombat, the game. So
Seriously?
the movie was never kind of a.
I feel like that was right up your alley.
Mortal Kombat was around. I played it on multiple occasions,
See?
but in general, these types of games like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighters,
Yeah.
I am generally horrible at, so I cannot play.
You just mash buttons.
Yeah, but I feel like everyone's just mashing buttons. They're just mashing buttons better than I am somehow. I know the whole counterclockwise and clockwise
Oh,
things,
that's-
and you do the thing,
And that's where you fail.
and up, down, left, right, and all these like crazy combo things. I don't think I could pull them off successfully, and then when I do, like, oh, I got it, and then I get excited until I'm getting kicked in the face.
From the game comparatively to what you're talking about, but the half circle punch or whatever, right?
Yeah.
Most of the Mortal Kombat moves are just a back punch or front forward punch or back forward punch. That's pretty much it.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's like boop, 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 boop,
Yeah,
boop,
in
boop,
the first one. But like 2 and 3, they added more advanced combos. Like it became up, down, left, up, Y in the Super Nintendo, and that like did something. So
Wow.
they became more advanced as the game.
I also remember
progressed.
Mortal Kombat having shitty graphics.
Oh yeah, because it was they used
It was sort of like mocap.
they just motion captured.
It was like a
people.
real guy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was
and then
getting
it turned
knocked
into pixels, and it just didn't work out
Yeah,
so
And
well.
it became cartoonish.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember just looking at it like, this is awful. Compared to Street Fighter, like, hey, Street Fighter played more than any of the other games. That was more visually appealing, and I don't know, I guess more fun somehow. Even though it's the same basic moves as any other game in the world, that's the one I played the most of.
You do know there's a Street Fighter movie, right?
Yes,
With Van Damme.
That I have seen.
Oh, you have?
Yeah,
Okay.
or I've seen parts of it at least because I don't remember much about it.
Okay.
But that one, yeah.
So real quick, before we jump into the movie, what's like your background with Mortal Kombat in general? So you were in your Christian bubble. This game came out in 94, I think. So we were 10 years old.
The game came out in 94? And the
93.
movie came out like right after that?
Yeah.
Holy crap.
Like 93, 94. So it's somewhere in that era. We're like 9 or 10 years old when the game first comes out.
Okay.
So you're in your bubble, so obviously you're not allowed to play this game.
No, but I had neighbors had it and friends had it, so I played at their house.
Okay.
And I remember thinking
Blasphemer.
I enjoyed the whole fatality part of it.
Uh-huh.
That was my favorite part of the entire game. And the
Polsky
fact that the stages can kind of move. Like if you hit somebody hard enough, then they go to.
They fall into the spikes.
Did that happen on number 2?
That's part 2. Yeah.
Yeah. But that's about it. The appeal to me wasn't much. I like the fatalities, but I was never the one causing them because I sucked at the game. So it wasn't.
Did you ever play part 2 or 3 where they introduced babalities, friendships, animalities?
No.
You look at me.
I don't even know what that is.
Well, fatalities.
Oh my god.
Instead of like the typical fatality where they destroy the person's body in one way or another, babality, they turn them into babies.
Oh, thank God. I thought I was going to go a different way.
Animalities, they would turn into specific animals and do something damaging to the body.
So like Liu Kang would turn into a dragon and eat you.
Yeah.
And
I feel like I've seen that one.
And friendship. There's a friendship in this movie. I'm sure you don't understand when Scorpion got burned and an autograph picture of Johnny Cage landed and said, "To my number 1 fan." That was in the video game. That's Johnny Cage's friendship move. So instead of killing you, he writes you a quick autograph.
Oh my god! I was wondering what the hell that was.
That's a reference to a friendship.
That made no sense to me.
Scorpion or Sub-Zero will like give you a balloon. That's like another friendship.
It's really stupid.
Yeah, they're really dumb.
Wow.
Uh-huh.
I can't imagine why I didn't like this game.
No, the animalities are really cool.
Yeah, those are cool. Me with the video game, I loved it. I was an arcade freak. Like my grandma went to the mall. She would just say, "Okay, I'm going to leave you at the arcade for a few hours. Here you go nuts." And I always played Mortal Kombat. I got really good at it. 1 and 2, I was really good. And then 3, I just veered off. For the most part, I was good in Mortal Kombat. I was good enough to last. I don't know if you remember in the arcade machines, like kids would leave their quarters like, "I got next." I would last like maybe $1 worth. Okay. And then some kid would just destroy me. Okay. So I was okay.
That's not bad.
Yeah. So I was fine. But I was in love with the game. I told you before we recorded, I dragged my mom to the opening weekend of this, and halfway through, you could see the look of my mom's face, like, "Oh God, what the hell did he drag me to?" But I love this franchise.
Oh yeah,
I liked this more than Street Fighter growing up.
Oh, okay.
Kombat. Just the story and everything else.
All right.
Yeah, the story is actually a lot more interesting than the Street Fighter one because Street Fighter is supposed to be in this world that you live in.
No, because there's Blankas.
Blanka's
and
just
like Dalsums that can stretch.
But Blanka's just okay. This thing about it, though, Dalsim has the ability to stretch, and supposedly there is people that actually can do stuff like that. Blanka's a jungle man.
No,
that's all.
No, you're insane.
I'll do it right now. Watch. Whoa! Look at that! Aha!
If you missed that, it's because we're on Facebook Live right now for the podcasting audience. You got to see Maestro do some, I don't know what you call that.
Dalsum moves.
Some space work.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just wait till I start blowing fire from my mouth.
Oh.
So, Maestro, did you play the game?
Yeah.
When we were kids? Did you like it?
I played 1 religiously, and I played number 2 quite a lot. And I really like the storyline between all the added people up to 3.
Yeah.
Like Noob Sabat, Smoke, all those other characters that you don't normally see from the first 2. And
look on his face.
I was really interested in the backstory behind, like, let's say the rivalry between Scorpion and Sub-Zero. The little added parts with Reptile, which is not as much as I expected, but pretty cool.
You know the story about Noob Sabat, right? Who that is?
I don't remember.
It's Tobias Boone backwards, the guy who created the game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Noob Sabat is just like a black shadow guy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's it.
All
That's
right.
it.
I also didn't like the lack of creativity between Scorpion, Sub-Zero, and Reptile.
What do you mean?
No, that's how they look at the game. One's green, one's red.
Yeah, no,
yellow,
that's exactly what I'm talking about.
Oh, okay.
That's like the Ken and Ryu type of thing. Like that's the same exact character, just red robe, white robe.
What's wrong with that?
Well, one's an Asian guy.
Yeah, understood. But as far as like characters go, if you're trying to make characters for your game,
okay, I got you.
Make 9 different characters. Don't make 8 characters and then 2 that look the same.
Oh yeah, then he doesn't know Rain. Rain is purple.
Yeah.
Rain is in the
It's
same
purple,
costume, but he's
Sub-Zero?
purple.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
And then there's Smoke.
Smoke. He's like a gray, smoky version of that costume.
Basically, smoke comes out of him. It's weird. It's like he's constantly like having.
Do they all go to the same high school? And this is their
no,
school
no,
uniform?
no. This is their track uniforms, and they're from different schools.
And there's the 2 robots.
Yeah, Cyrax and Sector.
Sector. One's yellow, one's red.
All right.
And then Smoke.
I don't. Why?
The smoke dies and it gets turned into one of them too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He becomes another thing.
See, Street Fighter kind of does that a little bit where you can do like the green Blanca, you can do the white Blanca,
Oh, yeah.
but it's still Blanca.
Yeah.
It's like this. This is blue Sub-Zero, green Sub-Zero, yellow Sub-Zero, purple, green.
But in the game,
Yellow.
they have completely different moves.
Yeah.
Fine.
There is a creativity to that. I mean, think of it this way.
No.
Think of it this way. They're ninjas. You can't really change too much of the way they look if you're trying to hide who you are.
All right. So then don't pick another ninja for your character. Pick somebody else. Pick a boxer.
Is there a boxer? I don't think there is a boxer.
I don't
is
think
there?
there's a boxer.
Oh,
in
there,
Mortal Kombat.
Jax.
Sort of.
I was thinking Jax. I remember Jax being around. Was that Mortal Kombat?
2.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the guy who's next to her in the movie saying, "Don't go, Sonya." That black guy, her like black partner
Oh.
in the movie you just saw. he's her black partner.
Oh.
I think
don't remember.
he missed the name.
Yeah. Was he only the first scene?
He was at the beginning.
He's
only,
like in
yeah.
the like 3 scenes.
Okay.
But then he shows up in the sequel
Okay.
horribly
with metal arms.
metal slip-on arms.
Yeah.
Oh, because Jax had metal arms, right?
Yeah. Yes. Oh,
Yeah.
Shit. Sorry.
It's fine.
Sorry, Adam.
No, you broke one of my coasters that I got at a bar. I have a...
Oh,
Stack
okay.
of
There you
coasters
go.
right here.
Sorry. I'm like real fidgety
Uh,
right now. I don't know why.
It's all that caffeine you didn't have.
You excited to talk about Mortal Kombat?
Yeah,
Is
I'm
that-
so excited.
All right.
So go
So,
on then.
and speaking of, before we get into the movie,
Yeah.
because who cares? Mortal Kombat
Yes.
has another place in my childhood.
Okay.
I remember how I was in the bubble area, so I couldn't play the game. I was at a sleepover's house at one of my friends' place in junior high, and somebody had brought Mortal Kombat to the house. And me and my buddy Nick at the time were just kind of like, we were the super spiritual whatever. There was like 9-10 kids of us.
Mm-hmm.
9-10 of us kids,
Yes.
including 2 or 3 of the more popular people in the class.
You were one of them, right?
No, no.
Well, come on, you're
Yeah.
pretty popular now.
Yeah, sure. So one of the popular kids brought Mortal Kombat. We never got a chance to play it, I don't think, because we were too busy like playing tag or something. I don't know. Really cool party.
Uh-huh.
And then in the middle of the night, we started hearing noises, me and my buddy Nick, and we decided that it was because somebody brought Mortal Kombat into the house, which brought demons with it. And the demons were messing with us now. Because it just kept hearing like the air conditioning, like somebody opening the flap and closing it, opening and closing it. It's like that sound, but then you look over and you see it on the wall, not moving at all, and still hearing the clicking sound. So it was like, oh,
That's the sound of a bed knocking.
these are demons, man. Somebody brought demons into this house through Mortal Kombat. So we started praying and eventually fell asleep. That's how bubbly I was.
Yeah.
That's how in the bubble I was. Mortal Kombat brought demons into the house.
You do have to imagine, though, that it is quite entertaining seeing that because you believe that there are demons in the house. Your childhood and creativity just goes all like 0 to 60 in like so many seconds, right?
You know?
That could be really entertaining.
Yeah, this is before I ever played Mortal Kombat. I knew of it,
Mhm.
and I just thought it was all about demons and stuff.
Oh,
And then I started playing it a little bit later in life, and it was fine.
yeah.
Anyway, so the movie.
So this movie, it's sort of similar to the plot of the game. So there was really no plot.
Oh, yeah.
In the first video game, there's really no like plot. It's just you're in a tournament,
Yeah.
and you just move your way up the ladder until you get to Goro. That's the guy with the arms.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you fight
Shao Kahn.
Shang Tsung. No, Shang Tsung's the bad guy in the first one.
Yes.
Shang Tsung, who's like an old man, but he can like morph into different.
I do
guys
remember
and stuff.
that.
Yeah, but then part 2 they opened the mythology more, where there's Shao Kahn and he has like a daughter, Princess Katana, and there's Melina, and they introduce all these different guys.
The purple katana with the Baraka's face.
Mhm.
Wait, wasn't Katana the one that was in here?
Yeah,
Yes.
she's in here,
Okay.
but
Well-
in the first game she doesn't exist in the first game.
So
So they're blending like the story of 1 and 2 into one movie.
did this come out after the first game or the second game? Or
Second.
The third game was coming out when this movie was coming out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
I did pretty well, katana.
What? I don't remember storylines being a thing in any of those kind of games I ever
In
played.
fighting games.
Yeah. I don't remember any story. It's just like fight.
There weren't
That's
really
it.
story. Like if you beat Street Fighter with like Blanca, like you see what happens to him at the end. Like, oh, he went back to Brazil.
Oh
There's a
yeah,
story.
I do remember that.
But yeah,
But nothing
they
in
never
between.
explain like why they're there.
Yeah, like, oh, why are you fighting Why this time?
Yeah.
Oh, because he bumped into me at the train station.
Yeah, they never explained why.
Fight.
Well, you're actually just going to one place, but on the airport with the airplane, it has a ton of layovers, and every single time he has to fight for his food.
Okay. Well, you gotta get on the plane now, but guarding the plane is G.I. Joe.
Guile?
Guile. Yeah.
G.I.G.
Yeah. Jack. What was it called? Jackknife. Those one of the moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Guile was my guy to play. That was
Okay.
it.
Good combo.
Yeah.
Good combo stopper.
Anyway, so we open up with is it a raid? Is that how we start? It's a raid on a
No.
dock.
So we get New Line Cinema, and then right off the bat, it's Mortal Kombat!
Oh,
and they
yeah.
jump into the song.
Yeah.
Like, they're not fucking around. They're like,
Yeah.
hey, you wanted to see a Mortal Kombat movie? You got it!
Here, right now. And then they show the whole bit with...
Yeah. Liu Kang's little brother.
I think out of every movie that I've seen based on a video game, this tries to stay as close to the game as possible.
Yeah.
Well, there isn't much to like go
Yeah,
away
there's not-
from.
Like
Yeah.
the outfits are basically the same. The terms they're using are straight out of the game, like without shame about it. Where other things I think they try to be more clever about it in other movies that have games based around it.
Yeah, you're right. Super Mario Brothers didn't follow the game.
No.
Ooh.
Um,
Although I think Street Fighter was pretty
Resident
close.
Evil didn't follow the game.
No.
I wish it
Silent
did.
Hill.
Street Fighter movie didn't follow the game.
Silent Hill, I think, was.
Oh, Silent Hill.
It had the feel.
came close.
It had the feel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It had the feel that you were in the
It
Silent Hill
had
world.
Pyramid Head. That was amazing.
Yeah.
That's a movie. That's a horror movie you like, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Silent Hill. Okay.
I like it a lot.
That was pretty amazing when the way Pyramid Head ripped her clothes off and then her skin off.
I actually didn't know it was based on a game
Ah.
when I saw it.
Really?
Yeah. That makes it fun.
Yeah. So Liu Kang's little brother gets killed by Shang Tsung. He's like, I have your soul now. And then Liu Kang wakes up like, it was all a dream.
Yeah.
And he's going to go back home to China. Is true? Is that where Liu Kang is from?
I'm not sure if it's China because I know that the temple that these look. Yeah, it could be Shanghai.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's
Maybe Hong Kong.
Yeah. So he's going back home to China. He's like, I want to fight that guy for killing my little brother. And all the monks are like, no, you can't do that. And Raiden shows up, played by Christopher Lambert, making his return. Spoilers from Highlander. Adam was going through your mind.
I
when you
was
see him.
I was very
You had no
upset.
clue he was in it, right?
No. I vaguely remember when I saw Raiden, I was like, oh, Raiden, great. And then I vaguely remember a conversation about, but he's not an Asian guy.
Yeah.
And then I was like,
a French guy.
Oh, it's that guy. Like, That it was upset. I mean, like I don't care about the game.
Yeah.
But why wasn't he Asian? He should have been an Asian guy, right?
Exactly.
Shouldn't he have Maestro?
Yeah.
Yes. You're all about Asians with the Ghost in the Shell. How about with this?
What are you talking about?
Raiden
Yes.
not being an Asian dude. Is that upsetting?
Honestly, I did not want him to be there.
You don't want Raiden to be in it at all?
No, because Raiden is supposed to be not even supposed to be Asian. He's not supposed to be anything.
What?
The fact that he's talking when you see Raiden,
Yeah.
his face is completely covered. He's like
He's glowing eyes.
glowing blue eyes and a mask, a ninja mask basically that covers everything but his lips
At the rice hat.
and the rice hat. Exactly.
So I'm just being racist at thinking he's Asian because of the rice hat.
No, he is Asian.
Okay.
In the game, he's Asian.
Thank you. Jesus.
I think the whole point about it is Raiden didn't look anything like Raiden, and that in itself was not fun.
Okay.
He wore robes. He threw lightning from his eyes. He might as well have been a Sith Lord.
But he is Asian.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
He should have been.
You should have been an Asian guy.
Yeah.
I think was it Shang
Shang Tsung?
Yeah, that I think nailed it as far as
Yeah.
the look. Like that was a perfect guy to play him as far as the look goes.
Yes.
I love the way he talks. It's so amazing. Carrie?
Yeah.
That's the actor's name. The
Yeah.
one who plays Shang Tsung.
Sure.
So pretty much there's a tournament. There's a tournament called Mortal Kombat in the other world. It's like another dimension. And you have to win
10.
The Outworld people have to win 10 straight tournaments in order to advance and conquer our world. They've won 9 straight. Okay? So our 3 main human heroes all compete in the tournament for 3 different reasons. So I'm just going to simplify this. Liu Kang wants to fight in the tournament because Shang Tsung killed his brother,
Right.
and he wants revenge.
Yeah.
Johnny Cage, who's an actor who's supposed to be like Van Damme-ish, like
yeah.
Seagal Van Damme-ish,
Right.
he's competing in it because the newspapers and the tabloids of the world are calling him, he's a fucking fake. He's not a real fighter. I'm like, yeah, he's an actor. Like, you wouldn't put a tabloid of like Schwarzenegger like, oh, he's not a real Terminator. He's not a real fucking guy who hunts predators. Like, no shit. He's an actor.
Yeah. It's like Chuck Norris, these guys that apparently can fight. There's not a whole lot of anger if you can't actually fight. I mean, most people in this movie couldn't fight very well either, as far as actors go.
So Johnny Cage gets invited by, who the fuck was it? Was this like his agent or something? Like
his
manager or something?
I don't know.
He's like, hey, there's a tournament and there's a boat. Be on it. Bye.
Yeah.
And Johnny Cage is like, okay.
It'll be good for your career.
Yeah. And so they're filming a movie, and then you think he's fighting like guys in a warehouse, but it's like cut.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm going back to my trailer, Vince. And the guy looks like Spielberg. Like,
yeah, he did.
Chair.
He did. Absolutely.
He's like, this is the last shot of the day of the movie. Come on. That's a dick move, by the way. It's the last shot of the fucking day.
Yeah.
And you're going to be a little diva and hold everyone up.
No. Reset for tomorrow.
And Sonya Blade, right?
Yeah.
Sonya Blade, that's right. So Sonya, she's a member of some like SWAT unit, and Jax is her partner, and they're hunting Kano, the guy with the Terminator eye.
Yeah.
Because he's like some Australian like criminal warlord or whatever.
Is he Australian? He sounds British to me. I can't tell.
I think he's Australian. I think.
What?
It doesn't matter. We don't know why he's the most wanted man in the world. We don't know the story of this organization.
Is he a character in the Mortal Kombat?
Why she hates him so much? Like, did he kill? Oh yeah,
yeah. He
Shang
killed.
Said he killed her partner.
Yeah.
Okay, that's right. So
is Kano in the game?
Yes.
Okay.
He is. He's in the first one and all of them. And Shang Tsung tells Kano, "Hey, lure this chick to the harbor, and you get to compete in the tournament too, or whatever." So they all meet at this harbor. And fucking Johnny Cage, dude, he shows up with like 7 suitcases. I know you're supposed to be like a Hollywood diva, but Jesus Christ, man.
Too much.
Come on. And he's trying to be the comic relief of the movie.
Yeah. Well,
with his little one-liners.
I was thinking while the movie was going, like, do you think they actually hired like comedians? Like, hey, punch this up. What's something funny that could be said here? And they couldn't find anybody to like Mortal Kombat now. So they're just like, all right, how about your brother? Get him in here.
Patton Oswalt used to punch up movies.
Oh, yeah?
Mm-hmm. He'd be good at it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
This would be in his realm.
Yeah. Especially a movie like this. I don't know if he was doing comedy in 95. I'm sure he was starting off. But I don't think he was at the point where he could, like, do punch-up.
Right.
Anyway, so they're at the harbor, and they're going to go on the ship. And the ship shows up, and it's like it's like the Black Pearl rolls in.
Yeah.
It's like a haunted ghost ship with holes in the sails. And I think I brought this up in the Pirates episode. How the fuck can this sail, when it's full of holes on the sails?
It's magic, man.
That's true. It's magic.
Oh, it's magic.
So they get on board, and this is so dumb. So Shang Tsung is like hosting this tournament, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, guys, I'm gonna bring you to my realm, and we're gonna fight this tournament. And if we win, we get to take over. That's the deal, right? But he fucking sends Sub-Zero and Scorpion, who are introduced.
Yeah.
And they're ready to fucking take him out right there on the boat. And I'm like, wait a minute here. Aren't there like rules here? Because Raiden had to show up. He's like, hey, you're not allowed to do that.
Does Raiden laugh in the game like that?
No. Raiden doesn't talk.
Like that at all.
He doesn't talk at all.
So that was just a character choice.
It's just Christopher Lambert like, hey, how about I try this?
It's really bad. I mean, like the whole like I told you.
Yeah.
The person that Raiden is supposed to be would never have showed up in the movie.
Mm-hmm.
And if he's all powerful, like in the movies, make him seem like he's a god, basically. Like he
is. He's the lightning god.
Okay, so why doesn't he fight? Why doesn't he fight?
He
for
does
us?
fight in the game.
Yeah, no, in the game, yeah, but in this tournament,
I don't know. I guess he's
because it wouldn't be a movie because he's so powerful.
Yeah,
just kill everybody.
Mm-hmm. In theory, yeah, but he's not that powerful because oh no, they're going to the wastelands. I'm not allowed to go there. What the fuck, man?
In Outworld, right?
Yeah, in Outworld, because they go to they take that like slime subway tube to fucking.
So is Raiden pretty much he's the manager of this Mortal Kombat? Like he choose these 3 people?
Yeah.
It's explained later in the second movie what's going on, but it's really bad. It's really bad.
But in the context of this movie,
I guess we'll never know.
In the context of this movie, Adam, like if you've never seen the second one, obviously.
Yeah.
By the way, the second one's called Mortal Kombat Annihilation.
Was that the game called?
No, that's what the movie's called.
All right.
Oh, by the way, I went to high school with a guy. His favorite video game series was Mortal Kombat. Like, he talked about Mortal Kombat all the time. He knew, like, the combos for everybody.
All right.
And in gym, somebody asked him, "Hey, Jordy, what's your favorite movie? Is it Mortal Kombat or Mortal Kombat 2?"
He loses his mind?
Yeah. He's like, those movies are great. I don't care what you guys say. Like, he was, like, hardcore defending it till the day he dies.
All right.
Anyway.
So, okay, the question I have about this whole tournament thing.
Oh, yeah, so about Raiden.
Yeah.
Yeah, Raiden sort of represents, like, Earth.
Right.
And Shang Tsung represents the Outworld.
Okay.
So,
but Shang Tsung can fight, so why can't Raiden fight?
No, it's not. No,
but okay,
it's Shao Kahn.
Oh yeah, Shao Kahn is like the boss in Outland.
Oh right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Liu Kang is Shang Tsung's counterpart.
Yeah.
The question that bothered the bejesus out of me,
Uh-huh.
if this tournament is to decide whether or not the world pretty much gets destroyed,
Yes.
don't you want to train your fighters a little bit at least? You just pick them off the street. Hey, you're gonna fight to save the world. What? What?
Well, he knows that
it?
they can fight.
Great. But you got to train them against freaking Sub-Zero and Scorpion. These people, you know what you're up against.
Yeah.
Why not train them? Get years of training. How far apart are these tournaments?
He only got.
Oh fuck!
It's once every generation.
Yeah.
Okay, great. We just lost the 9th one. I have a whole generation to train
Yeah, that's true.
for the 10th one, the final one that's going to destroy the world.
Well, the reason why this
Nap, I'll wait till we got about 10 minutes. You guys get on the boat.
the reason why this Raiden didn't train them is because when he had learned English, he only had a couple of weeks.
Well, he can barely speak English as is.
Yeah.
He can play. He can speak it a little bit better. I mean, I saw him in Beowulf as well. He was not bad.
Okay, here's the thing that made me mad about this movie.
All right.
So it's the Mortal Kombat tournament, right?
Yeah.
So it's Outworld people versus Earth people, right?
Yeah.
90% of the people competing in this tournament are humans.
Yeah.
So it's like 90 guys versus 5 guys, and 3 of them all have the same costume.
Yeah.
Like, there's a scene where
No creativity.
Goro has to, like, fight through this tournament, right? And it's just rubble, and it's just a different guy landing on rubble. You remember this, right?
Yeah.
And you're just like,
Way too long of a montage.
I'm like, what? Wait, we have this many people fighting on our side, and there's no brackets. How do I know what is a sanctioned fight? Because the first fight is that black guy versus Liu Kang on the beach, but then the next fight is Johnny Cage versus Scorpion in like the woods with no one around.
Yeah.
There's no rules. There's no brackets. How the fuck do we know who advances? Wouldn't Johnny Cage and Liu Kang have to fight at some point to advance to Shang Tsung? Like,
This is why you need a generation to prepare for this kind of tournament, to find out what the hell is happening.
this tournament has no rules.
There's nothing. There's nothing. Scorpion even takes him to a different world in the middle of the battle.
Uh-huh.
How is that fair?
That's true.
Why are you looking at me?
This is definitely skewed for the bad guys.
Yes.
And if that's the case, why are we agreeing to do this?
Yeah, that's true.
Hey, we got to fight 10 times. No, we're not fighting at all.
Oh, yeah. Why?
What? Oh, damn. I didn't see that coming. I guess we'll go to the next world. What's that?
Yeah, who the fuck agreed on these terms?
Yeah.
You got to win a fight 10 times. And then when we get to the end, I already mentioned this while you were finishing the movie
Okay. Yeah.
about that bullshit that comes up. They're trying to do a fucking Nick Fury. Hey, get ready
turns
for
out.
the next one. So there's really no story once they're on the island. It's just guys fight,
Yeah.
guys die.
Well, the overall story is pretty much what is it?
Shang Tsung.
Liu Kang is the chosen one. He's the
Supposedly.
Neo of this.
Yes.
And we need to get him to realize it. But
So
we
we can take out Shang Tsung.
we have Katana over here, who is pretty much just a hot chick. They wanted to be in the movie.
So Princess Katana, she's the daughter of Shao Kahn, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Adopted.
Yeah. Oops. Daughter.
Right.
That's her dad somehow.
But she has one fighting scene, and good God, was that awful?
Oh yeah, and she fucking
She does everything in slow motions. Like this is like the shot is action, cut. All right, now this scene, action, cut. Just to get her looking like she's moving in that direction. She cannot fight.
I know.
They just wanted a hot chick. This is the hottest chick we can get to play Katana.
Mm-hmm.
Can she fight? We'll figure it out later.
Mm-hmm.
She can't. So basically, she's on our side,
Yeah.
or trying to be.
Yeah, because you find out in Mortal Kombat 2 that Shao Kahn has 2 daughters. Melina, who's the purple one, right? No,
Yes.
she's the blue. Wait.
Melina's purple with size.
That's right. and Katana has like a fan, like a waving fan.
Yeah.
thing,
They
and she's
cuts
blue.
people. Yeah.
Yeah, and they're sisters, and they don't like each other.
It's Guardians of the Galaxy is what you're talking
Well, they're
about.
not necessarily sisters either.
Aren't they both daughters?
One's Baraka's lineage.
Oh yeah, that's right. Baraka's the monster-looking guy in the sequel item who has blades coming out of his hand.
And he has a Terminator face.
Like a zealot?
Yeah.
All right. From StarCraft.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But his face looks more like one of the other aliens.
Protoss?
Yes. No, other one.
Zerg.
Zerg, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
So yeah, she's sort of on our side because she doesn't like her dad.
Yeah. And Liu Kang sends a chameleon, which turns out is Reptile. Is that right?
Oh yeah, Reptile. He's
So-
the green scorpion.
Yeah. Hey,
Sub-Zero
you
guy.
watch out. Make sure she doesn't talk to the humans.
Mhm.
And then later on, they spar for no apparent reason.
Who does?
Katana and Liu Kang.
Oh yeah, I guess she's competing in the tournament, and just dropping her to the ground counts as a win to advance. Because as far as I know, it's a fight to the death.
That's what.
Because Shang Tsung goes, finish him. And
Right.
You do your up, BBB, and then to do whatever the fuck the move is.
Yeah.
But just dropping her to the ground. Okay. Next match.
So, because earlier he's saying like we don't want her to team up with the humans, so it seems like she's a free agent. Maybe if she fights on their side, then we're screwed. But let's not get her to fight with anybody.
But she can't fight, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
whose side she's on.
That's so dumb.
Yeah. These fights are The fights in Bloodsport are way better than this.
Yeah, they are.
Mhm.
Because, like I said, in Bloodsport, I think those are actual fighters.
Yes.
They were fighting.
And in Bloodsport, there's actual brackets. So I can see who's advancing.
like an actual tournament.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough.
Do you think who's the bad guy in Bloodsport again? What was his name again?
Oh, Chong Li.
Chong Li. Do you think Chong Li could hang in Outworld fighting some of these guys?
Yes.
Could he beat Goro?
Your face.
Yeah.
Do you think he could beat Goro?
I think so. I mean, like, Goro uses his brute force to do it, right?
Uh-huh.
And he has 4 arms, so that makes sense, right? But Chong Li is dirty, and he knows how to do, like, really, really nasty stuff to people.
Yeah.
All he has to do is get around that guy's neck, and Goro's done.
Let's talk about Prince Goro for a
Yes,
second.
can we
here.
please talk about Goro?
So Shang Tsung, they have like a welcome dinner, like, hey, welcome to the island. You're probably gonna die here. Here's some free chicken.
Yeah.
So fucking,
One of you guys is getting a turkey.
so they introduce Prince Goro, who is the boss before Shang Tsung in the Mortal Kombat 1 video game.
Yeah.
He's half dragon, half something else.
I remember him in the game.
Yes. He has 4 arms, 2 legs, 1 head, presumably 1 dick. We know he has something because he gets fucking
That's true.
he gets hit down there.
Maybe he has like a bunch of them. That's why it hurt so much.
Oh, okay. So Prince Goro is like 10 feet tall.
It seems that way.
I think that's because they had 2 guys in the puppet suit, one for the lower arm.
I don't know if they.
I think it's a mix of practical and CGI, shitty CGI to make Goro.
Oh
I'm
my
pretty
god!
sure part of it's practical, dude. It has to be the way
yeah.
he's moving. Like
No, absolutely. But before we started recording, I asked when Ninja Turtles 2 came out because this was like the animals Toka and Reza from Ninja Turtles 2. I feel like it's the same people that made this Goro guy. Because it's like they don't move much when they're talking. It's really like
That's true.
It's like really tough to get it to like because it's a lot of weight, I assume. But it just seeing that Goro face, it was like, oh, it just reminds me of Ninja Turtles 2 so much.
Okay, and that was like 3 years before this movie.
All right,
Ninja Turtles 2. Yeah.
Great. Well, maybe the game didn't do so well in the first and second year, so they didn't have a big budget to spend money on the movie.
Yeah, so Prince Goro, his fighting style is just one step forward, punch, punch, punch. He doesn't really move.
No.
Because he fights this one black guy who Jax, who's a major character in part 2.
Yeah.
He just sees Sonya get on the boat and like, all right, later. He becomes the main guy in the second one.
Great.
But in this one, they introduce a guy who's not in the game.
He's like Ashy Larry. He
looks like Ashley Larry for Chappelle's Show.
Yes.
And Johnny Cage is the only guy who's really interacting with him. So when he fights Goro, everyone's just like, no!
Yeah.
When he gets beaten to death.
Like,
who is this guy?
we don't even know his name. I bet you his name.
What's his name on here?
Yeah, I bet there's nothing in the credits to show that. Let me see if I can find it.
Okay. Adam's current line on IMDb. This is riveting. Art.
Art?
Art. That's the guy's name.
doesn't even have a picture on. There's no picture on
on IMDb.
IMDb.
But yeah, his character name is Art. Maestro, when you were a kid,
Yeah.
you had choices of Raiden, Liu Kang, and Art. Amazing.
Who's Art?
He's that black guy who that Goro kills. That everyone's like, no.
The guy with the white gi?
Yes.
Yeah, the black guy.
Yeah.
The Ashley Larry.
Larry from the Chappelle Show,
Oh.
basically.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was way too much of a. Oh no!
Oh no, our best friend's dead.
Yeah. What was his name again, guys?
I just met. I mean, who gets a gi like that anyway?
So Goro's like mowing guys down because it's that sequence where it's just guys hitting the stones like, oh.
That's such a horrible montage.
When Goro walks in, this Art guy is just like, what the fuck is that? Like, have you not been watching this tournament? How do you not know what the fuck is coming at you?
And meanwhile, everyone in the whole crowd looks as soon as he enters like the door, and he's like, "Oh, I'm just gonna keep practice fighting myself."
Yeah.
Wait till he gets in the ring. Oh my god!
And Goro has a little fan club of humans. They're like, "Yeah, Goro, come on!" I'm like, "Dude, aren't they gonna? Don't you have to fight at some point if you're a human?"
Well, there must be humans in this underworld, whatever.
Outworld.
In this Outworld.
Outworld is basically a culmination of other worlds that have been taken over. Earth is or the Earth realm is just another dimension that has to be taken over. This Outworld is a culmination of multiple.
Yeah,
worlds.
Outworld has Barakas. It has
But it has humans too,
ninjas.
though. Because the first guy that he had to fight.
Oh, Liu Kang.
Yeah,
that black guy.
Yeah,
that other black guy.
Yeah, he's from Jamaica.
That's true.
He was just a
yeah.
Jamaican
So
guy.
was he an Outworld resident?
He's the guy
If
from.
they had to fight.
There was this TV show on not too long ago, around the same time this movie was made, where they had like these sort of martial artists. There were also like some sort of weird heroes or something like that. You remember this?
Yes.
Yeah,
They ripped off Mortal Kombat.
Yeah,
It was a fighting show.
Yeah.
They had like shitty like WWE backstage.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I'm gonna go get you. And
Yeah.
then they had actual like ninja fighting.
Exactly,
That was
yeah.
on Channel 11.
Yes.
Yes. I
That
know-
sounds familiar.
Yes. I don't know what it is.
I'll find it, I'll find it,
Look it
I'll
up,
find it.
Maestro.
All right.
I used to have toys of those guys.
What?
I did of the whatever show we're talking
Okay.
about because I thought it was like more. It reminded me of Mortal Kombat, and I was a big MK head.
I do remember. I don't think I ever watched it, but I remember it being a thing.
Yeah. So, whatever. Let's just. There's just fights.
Goro is so upsetting.
Yes.
WMAC Masters.
Yes. WMAC Masters. That's what it is.
The WEMAC Masters.
I don't know what.
You want to hear what's funny? The way I looked it up, I typed in martial arts TV show cheesy.
Then come up with a what is it? MXC challenge.
Oh, I had said martial arts. Remember?
Oh, okay, that's right. All right.
You were about to say about
Goro. It's so bad. It's like really bad.
yeah.
It looks like they had a regular guy that was buff, and they put this suit on top of him.
Oh yeah.
And then
So he's controlling the bottom arms, and there's a guy standing on his shoulders.
I don't even think there's a guy in there. I think it's just animatronic type of
Okay.
thing because he keeps doing the same exact moves over and over again. Where he's like, he puts his hands in the air and he does that move so many times because that's the only thing that anamorphic thing was programmed to do.
Mm-hmm.
And then move his arms back and forth, and that was it. And then there'd be other scenes where they'd switch, where they'd put the guy in that suit, and then the bottom arms became all like, well, I don't know what to do with myself. It was just so sloppy. It was so sloppy.
Let's talk about him versus Johnny Cage, since we're on Goro.
Yeah.
So Johnny Cage, so he just goes to Shang Tsung. He's like, hey, I want to fight Goro. Okay. That's not how a tournament works. In the fucking NFL playoffs, the Green Bay Packers can't go to the commissioner and say, hey, we want to play the Steelers in the next round.
Yeah.
Thanks. No, that's not how it works. Anyway, so they fight, and what's the move that takes
Yeah,
Goro
it's just
down
like before the first move, right off the gate. It's just, he falls to the ground.
He does a Jean-Claude Van Damme split.
And punches him in the nuts. And he loses it. He can't.
Goro's like, ah!
Yeah. And then he punches him in the nuts and then runs away. That was his plan. Because I remember he was telling Sonya, like, don't worry, I got a plan. Was that it? That was the whole plan? Just punch him in the nuts?
So he's luring him outside to some mountain ridge. I don't know how he knows this exists. Was he wandering around at night and he stumbled across it? I don't know. Whatever.
Maybe that's what he was doing when he accidentally fought Scorpion. He was just, I'm going to scope out the area. There's Scorpions here.
Oh, we got to get to that.
Yeah.
We'll get to the. There's only like 3 fights that really matter.
Yeah.
And this is one of them.
Yeah.
So they fight, and he kicks him off the ledge. He kicks Goro off the ledge. And Goro's hanging on with like one finger,
Yeah.
and he says, "Fall down now."
Yeah.
'Cause
This is where you fall.
This is where you fall.
This is the part where you fall.
Yeah, he said that to the stuntman.
Yeah.
His movie scene.
Great callback, guys.
So he falls back. He's like, "Whoa!" and he falls into like the sun or something. I don't know.
Very disappointing death for what's supposed to be the biggest badass guy.
He was supposed to be a badass guy.
Yeah.
The only other fight that matters, there's two more. It's Johnny Cage also versus Scorpion.
Yeah.
So, like I said, there's fights where you're on the beach, you got people observing you, and then there's
Scorpion
fights
was my favorite.
where,
When the little that I did play, I really liked Scorpion.
Scorpion was my favorite
Yeah.
playing in part 1.
Okay.
He was my guy. I love it. Get over here.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm a little confused. Not about this movie, but about something else. In the WMAC Masters,
Okay.
the guy that plays also in the movie Mortal Kombat, his name is Hakeem
Elijah one.
Alston.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's credited as fighting Monk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In the
That can be anyone.
see, that's the thing about it, though. He's supposed to be in a
I think he's one of the souls that got rebirthed.
what?
Oh, at the end?
Yeah.
I don't know. You were mainstream?
Oh yeah, he was called the Machine. That's what he was called. That's what I tried to figure out. I couldn't figure it out because on the IMDb website it shows him and says he plays himself. I'm like, that doesn't make any sense. Not at all.
All right. Thanks for that.
You're welcome. I like him. He's cool.
All right.
So Johnny Cage is walking around in the forest, and then Scorpion shows up.
Yeah.
And then in the video game, he shoots a rope.
Is it a rope?
For the come here.
It's
It's like a spear with a
rope
rope.
dart.
Yes, spear rope.
But in this movie, it's a snake.
With a
It's a
bird.
Venus flytrap.
Yeah, it's like a bird snake thing.
Yeah.
And they get transported to the fucking Freddy Krueger nightmare
Yeah.
fucking dungeon.
Well, that's
It's just a bunch of scaffolding
Yeah.
and bones. Is basically what is happening here.
well. The reason why is Scorpion's already dead.
Yeah. He's a skeleton
Yeah.
under the mask.
Yeah,
right.
He's an undead basically, and he's basically come back from hell to wage his revenge on Sub-Zero. But in order to do that, he has to win the tournament for Shao Kahn in order to get Sub-Zero as his
Yeah,
prize.
because Sub-Zero and Scorpion are
Enemies.
rivals, but they're explained because they're under his Shang Tsung's power, mind power. Somehow they have to get along.
Yeah, something like that.
Great.
So they fight in this hell world, and then Scorpion takes his face off, and it's a skeleton underneath.
Yeah,
And Johnny Cage instinctively knows, holy shit, this guy's going to shoot fire. That's not what I would think of if
No.
I saw that.
right.
I'd be like, what the fuck?
Was that a move in the game where he did
Yeah,
the whole
that's his
thing?
fatality. And it's a skeleton, and then he shoots fire.
Okay,
And you burn to death.
Notice how he shoots at the feet for some reason. That's just
Yeah,
weird.
that's how it is in the game. He shoots at the feet.
Huh.
So Johnny Cage finds a shield, and he blocks it, and then he throws it
A
at the guy.
crazy sharp shield.
It was like a Khal Drogo shield, dude.
Yeah. This was like just gotten sharpened because he uses the same shield to slice his skull in half.
Yes. And he knows he's going to blow up, too.
Yes,
Because if this
that
guy's
also-
if he's shooting fire, he's got to be made of it, right?
yeah,
So how come in Game of Thrones, when they threw the fucking ice spear, that thing's made of fire on the inside? Why didn't that thing explode in fire?
yeah, should have exploded. Then they couldn't have turned it.
Ah, God damn it. So he kills Scorpion. And then the only other fight that matters before we get to the final showdown is Sub-Zero versus Liu Kang. And
Yeah.
Katana gave him like a clue. Use the essence of life to defeat your enemy,
Yeah,
which is water. Sub-Zero, he can control ice, right? He creates
Right.
like little ice balls, and he's creating an ice shield when they're fighting.
yeah,
And Liu Kang like knocks down like water,
a bucket of water.
which is left by Raiden, who's posing as like a janitor.
Yeah.
He'll never suspect the water.
Yeah, so he's it's a very short fight scene.
Yes.
It's like they punch each other maybe 3 times. He falls down. Oh no, ice shield is up. I can't. Oh, it's so cold in my hand. And then
Liu Kang figures out the essence of life, water. So he throws a bucket of water, and the water goes through the ice shield and creates the fucking Night King's spear.
yeah,
And it stabs Scorpion in the stomach.
yeah, which then activates his own powers against himself.
How?
I don't know.
He controls ice. Maestro, any thoughts? How does this work?
Yeah,
If Sub-Zero can control ice,
Mm-hmm.
how can he be defeated by his own ice if he can like create it?
He can create the ice, but he
But
can't
he's not
stop.
made of ice.
He can't stop projectiles.
Why does water get through the shield?
What shield?
His shield, like his ice shield.
Because that's exactly what it is. It's an ice shield. It's supposed to.
But the bucket goes through, and then once it gets through, the bucket turns and throws the water out.
Okay.
What? So what?
It's a shield of absolute zero. So basically, what happens? Anything that goes in there freezes.
Right. So then,
but it doesn't stop. It's not a barrier.
Fine. So if that is the case, then it should just be like an ice cube being thrown at him. Because if it's inside the bucket, it hits Sub-Zero. Boom, now it's just it's a cylinder of ice, not a spear.
That's possible, but also understandable that it takes time to freeze molecules, and it doesn't, and he can't. It doesn't freeze all at the same time.
There's no good answer here.
No, it's just there's too many there's too many weird outliers. There's no way of actually proving this.
Okay.
Yeah.
Unless you want to try it.
No,
I'm
good.
All right.
I've already spent too much time talking about it.
Tease.
I'm thinking about it.
Shang Tsung kidnaps Sonya Blade, who's also a bad. Oh, she kills Kano, by the way. She like breaks his neck. So she's this like badass warrior chick.
Come on, baby.
And then she turns.
Break.
Then she turns into Princess Peach when Bowser kidnaps her. She's like, "No, don't take me."
She didn't seem like that much of a badass throughout the entire thing. Like maybe
she's supposed to be.
Maybe in the first scene, like okay, yeah, she knows what she's doing. But everything after that was kind of like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
She's got a great music soundtrack for the thing. Probably the best thing about this whole movie is the soundtrack. I loved every bit of it.
It was 290s for me.
That's when I watched it.
Is the soundtrack just the theme song?
No.
17 different.
No. Oh God, no.
Yeah, I'm sure it is.
I'll pull some up later.
All right, very good. No, don't.
So Shang Tsung takes her into the wastelands of Outworld, where Raiden cannot go. So he's like, "Hey, I cannot go. Sorry, guys."
Yeah,
The one
you'll find
place I
another.
cannot go.
You find another leader.
You'll
or
find
something?
another leader, or you'll find another guy down there, and it's Katana. So the reptile has been following them, and then Liu Kang like punches him, and he falls into like a statue, and it creates like Reptile the guy. I don't know how that worked.
I don't know how he became Reptile, but apparently that was him the entire time.
Yeah.
Reptile exactly is in this movie. He's an actual reptile.
Yes.
And supposedly the statue itself took the life force from the reptile and used it to form the body of that human.
Okay.
That's all I got, and that's all they're willing to give me.
He was also quickly defeated.
Yes.
And then turned into some sort of like Enosaw when he came out. It was like half
Turned
dead
into
or something like that, and turned into
Yeah.
bugs.
Yeah.
I think that was just for a gross factor. There was no reason behind that at all.
Yeah. They just need to get him in the movie.
So
Sure.
So Sonya Blade is she's kidnapped wearing like her SWAT team uniform, and when you see her next, she's like chained to a wall, and her hair's all blown out like an 80s fucking rock death metal chick.
She looks like Xena's partner.
Yes.
Xena the Warrior Princess.
Gabrielle?
Yeah, Gabrielle.
Yes.
She's got a Gabrielle look going on here.
So Outworld has hair and makeup team on standby.
Apparently so. Maybe they were in Johnny Cage's suitcases.
Oh, that's right. He did bring 7 of them.
Yeah.
Who knows what's in there? Yeah, so they go and Shang Tsung's there, and they're like, "All right, fucking, let's fight." So it's Liu Kang versus Shang Tsung, and they fight. And
When is the tournament over? Who decides when the last fight is the last fight?
I guess this is it. I don't know.
Because defeating Drago, or not Drago,
Goro.
that should have been it. He's like the Prince of the War guys, right?
Yeah.
He's defeated. Game over, man. That's it. I took out your king.
Uh-huh.
But, all right. But now we gotta need one more fight.
One more fight. And Shang Tsung, and we forgot to mention, by the way, he could fucking shapeshift. I don't know if we ever mentioned that.
Yeah.
So they're fighting, and he shapeshifts, and he sucks people's souls out. So he summons like 5 warriors that he sucked out. And this is where I walked in, and I was watching you watch this movie.
Yeah.
And one guy was like a buff like guy, and the other guy was like a ninja guy. And then there was a samurai warrior with a samurai sword, and you were like,
Yeah.
That was your reaction. You were like, okay.
Yeah.
Banker.
I like how my immediate thought was like, there's 6 of them against 1. There's no way. But they all started fighting one at a time.
Yep.
Like you do.
Like you do in movies.
Like you do in movies. And then I thought, oh, that's why these guys all died. And that's why he got those souls, because they all sucked. So he takes care of all 6 of them because one at a time.
And he's gonna fight Shang Tsung again, but then he morphs into his brother, and Liu Kang kind of thinks that's his real brother.
He sees it. He sees it happen.
He sees him like morph, and he knows he's not his brother.
Yeah.
He's like, don't you remember when our parents died? And he's like, yeah.
Yeah, you're not really him.
Okay, so what is this whole bit
Are
about
you?
them saying face yourself? Is it Katana that's talking about that at the beginning? She's like,
Face your fears.
Face your fears, face yourself, all that weird stuff. She just sits there and just talks.
Oh yeah,
that's weird.
While he's fucking fighting Shang Tsung, Johnny Cage and Katana are just hanging back, doing God knows what.
Yeah,
he's got it.
Yeah.
Well, because if you interfere, you automatically lose.
That's true. You know what? Johnny Cage is like, hey man, I took that big fucking guy out, so I think my work here is done.
Yeah.
Yep. I touched some alien testicles. I think that's all I needed to do.
It's fine.
They were weird. They weren't even around.
So he's so Liu Kang, they like fight, and then his the one powers kick in. He's punching Shang Tsung. Underneath them, these spikes started raising
out of the tinfoil.
And Shang Tsung is getting punched to the edge, and it reminded me of that scene in Terminator 2 where Sarah Connor had that shotgun and she went and the Terminator kept flying back, but she needed one bullet to knock him off. It was kind of that sequence
basically
where he keeps getting and Liu Kang, his dragon punch, or what the fuck was it, his fireball
in the game is a dragon fireball punch. He punches and
he activates that
a fireball that has the head of a dragon goes spiriting across the whole screen and hits your opponent. In this game, it's not that. It's just a thing that attaches to the chest and then dissipates as quickly as it comes. And it was probably the biggest letdown I was waiting for.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. I was waiting for some sort of special ability, you know? Yeah. Like Scorpions was like, okay. You know, at the time, it was like, oh, all right, it's fine. It's pretty cool. A little bit off, but okay. And then you see Raiden, and he's a huge letdown, and you're like, I can't believe he put them in there. And now you're waiting for the finality, the biggest thing where everything's supposed to be going on. And you get this little, like, I'm like, with Katana narrating.
So he falls back on the spike, and then
all his souls.
Alice in Wonderland tornado starts happening.
Everybody leaves. He sees his brother. He's like, "Hey, man, see you on the other side."
Much. Thanks for releasing my soul. See you later.
Yeah. So
don't forget to turn off the oven.
So they go back to Earth, and there's like a victory parade at Liu Kang's like China, like fucking residence.
Yeah.
I'm like, how do you know this tournament exists? This is off-world. Once a generation. How does anyone here know what this is?
Oh, his agent, his manager that signed him up for the whole thing.
Oh, that's right.
Supposedly, the reason why Liu Kang's brother went to the Mortal Kombat and died was because that was supposed to be Liu Kang's place. That he didn't want to take his destiny to do that, and those monks were training Liu Kang and then his brother to do all this.
I see. So they
paid attention.
So they go back, and it's kind of like the ending of Star Wars: A New Hope. Everyone's like, yeah! Like everyone's waiting for their medals. And then the fucking temple breaks, and it's like Shao Kahn, like, your souls are mine! And all of them go into a pose like, huh! And then it's, and the movie ends.
By the way, they saved the worst graphics for the very last guy.
For the Nick Fury scene.
Yeah, for the god of the Outworld.
Yes.
That was bad.
Yeah.
Oh my god. It was basically like they had a flashlight underneath the guy, and then they just superimposed it. Yeah, on the thing. He wasn't even looking right in the right place.
Yeah. So that's setting up the sequel, which Shao Kahn does show up in part 2.
Oh,
but he looks nothing like this.
Oh, fantastic!
So the thing I brought up to you, Adam, was if Shao Kahn can easily cross over to our world and blow up a building like, your souls are mine, then what the fuck is the point of having this tournament?
That was the point of the tournament was we beat you, you can't come in. You got to win 10 in a row. Yeah. See, in 100 years?
Yeah.
We're 10 generations?
Yeah.
You sure?
Also 400 years.
Like 300 years, yeah.
Yeah.
And then the movie ends and they play the song.
Yeah.
So I saw this movie.
Now Raiden can fight. But you're not going to see it. Sorry. Yeah. Credits.
You have to watch the sequel.
So I saw this at 11. I dragged my mom to the theaters. I don't know if I said this while we were recording this show. As soon as the movie was over, as soon as that, my mom was already up outside with a cigarette in her mouth, ready. She's like, let's get the hell out of here.
Just get the car starting. What?
Yeah. I think when like the reptile, I think that's when she got up. Like, I'm gonna start the car. I don't think this. It's not really for me. And when I have a kid, Jesus, Like, what the hell am I going to be dragged to?
Oh man.
Ugh.
Yeah, movies are gonna be so much more milquetoast at that time. By the time you have a kid that has those kind of movies, oh shit, I don't know.
Because everything's a superhero movie now.
Yeah, now my kid's into the Descendants, a Disney movie based on the kids of the bad guys.
Ah, yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that was rough. It was hard to watch.
So, closing thoughts on Mortal Kombat.
This was just there was nothing here. There's nothing to grab onto. They basically just like, we need to get all these characters in a movie. Here, you get 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes. You get 5 minutes. Who are the main characters? These guys. Why?
Because they look human.
Yeah,
pretty much.
They're the most human looking out of the crew. Is that right? Okay, yeah. So you guys are the main characters. Everyone else will give you 5 minutes apiece, just so you can get on there, so people can like play the game and be like, "Oh yeah, that was the guy," and then that's it.
Yeah.
It's very disappointing.
Mm-hmm.
Then again, I had no hopes. So.
Oh, okay. The graphics, oof,
Real bad.
they do not hold up. And what's funny is Jurassic Park was 2 years before, and those graphics still hold up.
God.
They still hold up. That was on TV the other day.
Yeah.
The fucking raptor in the kitchen still looks like a real raptor to me.
Yes. That's how you make movies.
Yes.
But that's also what, Spielberg's money?
Yeah. Well, Spielberg was kind of in this.
That's right.
Wait, Johnny, it's the last shot. Come on, man.
Oh my God.
Maestro, closing thoughts on Mortal Kombat? Mortal Kombat! I'm going to lose my throat if I keep doing that.
Yeah, you probably will. I would probably say that this movie, the best part about it was the soundtrack. Interesting enough to create creative, I guess, for the child in me to say this was something at the time that I really enjoyed that would never hold true later on in life, but it would spark an interest in me for later on to do other things.
So as a kid, you were into it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I was into this when I was a kid.
Oh, yeah.
But
now
this doesn't hold up at all.
Okay.
Like, as a kid, my 11-year-old self was like, "Oh my God, this is amazing. It's Reptile and Scorpion. Oh my God."
One of our listeners actually posted in saying that at least Mortal Kombat 1 wasn't as bad as Mortal Kombat 2.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 2 is really bad.
Oh, yeah?
Really bad.
But is it bad in the way like, we know we're being bad now?
No. They were making a real movie.
Oh, Jesus.
And it was really bad.
Yeah, and it was really bad.
I mean, beyond bad.
So they were like, all right, you know that first one? Oh, 20 times better.
Oh, yeah.
Check this out, guys.
Oh, yeah, part 2.
We're going to add like wolf spirits and weird like alternate like dimensional
robots.
beings.
We're going to have those robots
Yeah,
that you
weird.
guys wanted.
Oh, check these out. This guy's going to have like robot arms, but he's going to slip them off and they'll be normal arms too.
Oh, that's Jax. Yeah.
All right. Well, I will not be watching that.
Who knows? We might do it down the
Oh,
road.
no. That would be awful. Should I high five? Was that a high five?
Yeah.
Oh, what are you talking about?
Well, that was our opinion of the movie, but like I said at the top of the show, we have lots of them. We have 0 credentials. Now we're going to hear from people who actually have credentials, like critics. Do you want good reviews or bad reviews first?
Start with a good, so we can get out of the way.
Okay, Leonard, space, Clady of Variety says, where others have sunk in the mire of imitation, director Paul W.S. Anderson and writer Kevin Droney affect a viable balance between exquisitely choreographed action and ironic visual and verbal counterpoint. Okay.
Yeah, all right.
I guess that's good.
Sure.
Stephen Holden of the New York Times says, the most intriguing is a glass-eyed follower whose right hand shoots out a hissing reptile that can extend itself for miles. Exotic creatures like these make watching Mortal Kombat feel like being in a high-tech funhouse.
Wow.
Okay. Bad reviews. Sean Means of film.com says, the movie that most nearly approximates a video game. Lots of action, no plot, eye-catching computer effects, and a dollop of violence. So it's saying it's like a video game.
Yeah.
Laura,
it's like this video game where the graphics suck. Yeah.
Laura Evenson of the San Francisco Chronicle says, the movie has everything a teenage boy could want. Everything, that is, but an interesting plot, decent dialogue, and compelling acting.
Yes.
You forgot excellent soundtrack.
Richard Harrington of the Washington Post says, likely to satisfy only the core audience already hooked on video and arcade games, and even that's not a sure thing.
No.
I liked it when I was a kid.
Yeah, it got me interested in Mortal Kombat 3.
All right.
I remember when the game came out on Sega and Super Nintendo. It came out on a Monday, and do you remember these ads? It was called Mortal Monday.
Oh no!
Yeah, the commercials were Mortal Monday. Get your copy.
Wow.
And the Sega version had blood.
Yeah.
The Super Nintendo version had no blood.
Yeah.
Oh.
I got the one with
Because it's
blood.
Nintendo, and they have to be all family friendly.
Okay. I think my neighbor had a Sega then, because I remember blood being in
Yeah,
there.
so he had a Sega. Oh, by the way, there's no like blood in this movie. Mortal Kombat's thing is like fatalities and
Oh, yeah, that's true.
blood and gore. They didn't have any of that because it was PG-13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They wanted every child to watch.
Yeah.
Even the part where Shang Tsung is banging Liu Kang's head into the pavement, he gets up, nothing.
Yeah,
no scratch, no bruise.
Yep. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
He's been training for this, even his skin.
How? They had 5 minutes notice. There's no training
No,
time.
Liu Kang was being trained.
Yeah, Liu Kang was
okay.
being trained until he left. That's why he woke up in that weird like stupor from the
Oh,
house.
yeah.
Now it's time for the Rotten Tomatoes game. This is the part of the show where I make the guys guess the score of the movie based on its Rotten Tomatoes score. For those of you unfamiliar with the scoring system, it's an average score from 0 to 100 amongst critics in the audience. 0 to 59 is rotten, 60 to 84 is fresh, and 85 and up is certified fresh. What would you like to guess first, guys? The critics or the audience?
Let's start with the critics,
Okay.
because I feel like that's going to be easier to pin down.
Okay.
Everything was awful. Everything was awful. Music, I don't even think you can give credit to.
Why not?
Not from the critic standpoint.
Okay.
So I'm going to give this like a 6%.
Ooh,
wow.
that's a really low one.
Yeah.
I think I should go higher than that. That's a nice rotten space you got there. I'm gonna go for enough for to make them to consider a sequel. I'm going with 30%.
34%.
That's dumb. That's real dumb. That's real dumb.
Now the audience score.
Oh my god.
This audience
How
score
many
is
Mortal Kombat heads went on this website?
Yeah.
Like, this is fucking awesome.
Damn it.
enough to make a sequel, enough to see. Was it Melina and Baraka? It's enough for a sequel, and it's at the height of Mortal Kombat before arcades took a nosedive for the consoles.
I'm beside myself.
I'm here to mess with your average here.
All right, I'm gonna. People are so dumb. I'll say 50%.
50? Okay.
Still
That's
rotten,
pretty
then.
high.
I know.
Huh.
It's way too high.
47.
58%. It's right on the
Jesus.
border of being fresh.
Oh my god! Thank God, at least it didn't get the fresh.
Order though, that's scary.
That is scary.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that means, right?
People are dumb. That's what I
Or
said. It's not a good movie. If that's what you're implying.
no, it's not gonna.
Okay. Thank God.
I only have one question, guys. Paul Giamatti was in this.
He's
He's been in a lot of movies. As we all love him. We decided to ask, what role would Giamatti have had in this movie? The only thing I can think of is like his agent, or his manager, who's like, "Hey, you should go to that tournament." All right, bye.
No, if we're gonna make Raiden not Asian,
Let's make him
Go-
Goro.
Just make him
just
Giamatti.
go Giamatti then. He doesn't do much. He doesn't fight.
Yeah, he doesn't have to move.
No.
Yeah.
Even if he has to laugh, then at least it would be a good laugh.
Wait,
Yeah.
which Giamatti? The old Giamatti or the young
Any Giamatti will do.
Yeah, any
Okay.
Giamatti will do.
I would like to see him as Goro. Yeah?
Oh, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna kick your ass.
See? Instantly entertaining.
Come on, Paul. You got one more tournament to win. Come on, Paul. Don't screw this up. He's like coaching himself up.
Yeah. Oh, right the ball.
Yeah, I can see him doing that. Now it's time for trivia.
All right.
This is part of the show where I give out little bits of facts or info you may not know about the movie.
I wanted to hear this part. This is what I've been waiting for.
The film's soundtrack went platinum in less than 2 weeks.
Yes.
Now this is 95. There is no iTunes. Really no internet.
Right.
So if you wanted a specific song, you had to buy the whole CD.
That's-
yes,
yeah.
kids at home.
Yes.
You millennials listening at home. Back in the day, you had to buy a whole CD just to get that one Guns N' Roses song you
All of
wanted to
it.
hear.
Yep.
So I think that's what
Forever
happened.
search it Sun Pack or whatever it's
I remember
called.
at a certain
Pac
time, I think it was around high school, they started releasing singles on CDs.
Oh yes,
That was
it was
a game changer.
$4.99
Yeah.
for just one song.
Right.
Yeah.
Or what, $14 for the entire album?
Yes.
So you're still getting ripped the hell off.
Yeah. Yep. It was a different time back then. There was no internet for you to steal shit in 95.
That's true.
95.
You could, however, record it. If you had a dual cassette player,
Oh, yes.
you can give it to your friends that way.
But the second that everyone got the CD burner,
Yeah. That was another game
98, was it
changer.
97? 98, 97? Yeah, I don't know.
And there was always the radio. If you can time it, if you got the tape in at
Yeah.
the right time and hit record, but then you got the DJ coming in before the song ends. Hey,
Right.
that's the Offspring with their new single.
Yeah.
God damn it!
I remember there's this guy, he's trying to record this one song. He's been waiting for it for like a whole day. And then the DJ keeps on talking through the intro. He's like, God damn it! And he actually calls it and tells him that he's so pissed off. It's so great.
Jean-Claude Van Damme turned down the role of Johnny Cage to star in Street Fighter. The character in the video games
Yeah.
is originally based on him.
Okay. Wait.
What?
So Johnny Cage is Jean-Claude Van Damme. They created him based on Van Damme.
I thought you were going to say Guile was.
No.
No.
Van Damme is.
Oh.
That's why he does the splits in the movie and in the game. That's a Van Damme move.
Yeah, it is. Interesting.
Yeah. Steven Spielberg, an avid fan of video games, in particular the Mortal Kombat series, was set to make a cameo appearance as the director in Johnny Cage's scene. However, scheduling conflicts forced him to back out. Nonetheless, the quote-unquote director character in the scene does resemble Spielberg, which is most likely a reference to this missed cameo.
Yeah.
So that was...
Wow.
You know what he looks like, right? Adam?
Yeah.
What would you have done if that's actually Steven Spielberg sitting there like, come on, Johnny?
That
Would you have been like, are they trying to make a real movie here?
I would have been so confused.
Would that have been your thought? Like, are they trying to make a real movie here?
Yeah,
with this
or
cameo?
he believes this is a real movie. So, which is even more confusing. If he's endorsing this, oh,
And finally, I got one last piece of trivia.
Okay.
Sir Sean Connery was the first choice for the role of Raiden.
Really?
Connery, however, turned down the role as he wanted to play golf and wasn't interested in a physical part.
Thank goodness.
oh, that would have been a. Oh, wait, what? So instead of him from Highlander, they get the other guy from Highlander.
Exactly. They were both in Highlander together.
Huh.
He probably read the script and like, nope, what the fuck is this? I can't do Connery. You know, Connery could have been Gandalf,
Yeah.
but he turned it down because he didn't know he didn't understand like that this was like a big story. He was just like, oh, this is dumb.
Tell
And
me.
he did
What
League of
is
Extraordinary
this
Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Tell me, what does this talk about the elves?
Yep. He also turned down Morpheus in the Matrix, from what I read somewhere.
Oh, wow.
That would have been weird.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, it wouldn't have been taken seriously then. Lawrence Fishburne brings a certain amount of gravitas
Yeah.
to the role.
Yeah.
If Sean Connery's there, you're not even like.
It's like silly.
Yeah, exactly.
Would you take the red pill or the blue pill?
Right.
Now it's time for Money Makes the World Go Round. We want to put this film into perspective with other films that were released this year so we can get a feel financially how well this film held up to its peers. The budget for Mortal Kombat, $18 million. Give me your guess for its total worldwide gross. Now this is at the peak of Mortal Kombat. It's Mortal Kombat Monday.
Yeah.
Mortal Monday. Part 3 is just around the corner. Every kid has it at home. Arcade, line out the door. How much money did this movie make?
All right. I'm theorizing that this either barely broke even or didn't, but the sales of video games went up so much because of the movies. That's why they want to do a sequel. Because kids are dumb. Kids would have done multiple watchings of this even.
And now
No.
and don't forget, every time the kids have to go, so do the parents.
All right.
Not if they're under 13.
Yeah.
True, but that still requires,
I know.
not to mention, this is also, think about it this way. They have video games. They have toys. They have...
Yeah, but this is box office sales.
I know, but think of how big it's gotten. How many games it is. And Mortal Kombat XL now, after DC Universe and all the crossovers, there's over 11 Mortal Kombat games.
Oh my god.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to say 77.
Okay. You sure?
From how many million was it?
$18 million is its budget.
It's gonna. I think it's gonna triple on that one. So, because I don't want to think it's gonna go over than that. So,
$54 million is 3 times 18.
so 60 total.
Okay. So you said 70.
77.
You said 60.
Yeah.
In the U.S., this grossed $70.4 million. Overseas, it grossed $51.7 million. Brings total gross to $122.1 million.
Wow.
So it made about 6 times its budget.
Jesus Christ.
So basically, both of our theories put together equals the total.
Around there, yeah.
Yeah.
This film debuted in first place on the weekend of August 18th, 1995 with $22.2 million. God. According to Box Office Mojo, this is the 5th highest grossing film in the category video game adaptation. 5th highest.
5th? Wow.
Well, think of it. I mean,
Resident Evil's 1 through 4 then?
No. Number 1 is Lara Croft Tomb Raider.
Oh, right.
Laura. Sorry.
Laura. Yeah. Laura. Whatever. Who cares?
Lara.
And finally, Mortal Kombat was the 22nd highest grossing film of 1995.
Wow.
Number 1 was Toy Story. Do you want me to read to you
my God.
what movies it beat out?
Yeah.
So Mortal Kombat was the
22nd.
22nd. While I'm looking this up, Adam, where can you get all your Mortal Kombat gear?
If you're going to buy Mortal Kombat apparel, maybe get a Sub-Zero costume or a Reptile costume.
Because Halloween's coming up.
Or a Scorpion costume. They're all the same. It's all the same costume. You can get it from Amazon.com. But before you go to Amazon, go to our website first. Click on the banner. It'll take you to Amazon. You do your shopping as normal. Doesn't cost anything extra, but it helps support the show.
Oh, man. Okay. This was the 22nd highest grossing film of 1995, like I said. Here are some of the movies it beat out. It beat out Heat, that Pacino, De Niro
Oh, wow.
bank robbing movie. It beat out the first Bad Boys.
Okay.
It beat out 12 Monkeys.
Oh, no! Bruce Willis!
It beat out Clueless. It beat out Casino.
Oh, this is outrageous.
It beat out Money Train, a movie we did for the podcast.
That one makes sense.
It beat out Friday with Ice Cube.
That's fine.
Holy shit, Billy Madison came out the same year. This chick was in 2 movies that year. 2 big movies.
She was the teacher, wasn't she?
Yeah.
Ha!
Miss Veronica Vaughn. Those are just some of the notable movies that it beat out.
Yeah, that's outrageous. I'm so confused by it. Because I never heard anything about this growing up either. Like, as far as the movie coming out, it wasn't like, hey, did you see the movie?
You know a movie we did in the show that beat this money-wise? Number 16, Congo.
Uh-huh.
Is it the Jack Black one?
No.
No, the Stop Eating My Sesame Cake with Tim Curry.
Yeah.
Hey, number 10, Die Hard with a Vengeance. Number 9, 7.
Wait, what place is this again?
22nd.
Oh, okay. Good.
Number 6, GoldenEye. Number 2, Batman Forever. Jesus. Yeah.
Oh, forever even.
Anyway, so that's Mortal Kombat. That's 1995's Mortal Kombat, directed by Paul W.S. Anderson. Check out our website, RatPackPodcast.com/spoilers. Follow us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Spoiler Show. Check out and subscribe to the YouTube channel, RatPack Productions. Write to us via email at spoilers@ratpackpodcast.com for any questions, opinions, and movie requests. Please rate and review the show on iTunes so it can help us in the rankings. If you leave us a review on iTunes and leave us a recommendation for a movie you want us to watch, that movie will go to the top of our list, and we'll watch it before any other requests. Next week, we're going back into the world of Nick Cage.
Nick Cage. Oh, yes.
Not Johnny Cage.
No, different Cage.
Different Cage. Probably same acting skill set. We're watching 2004's National Treasure.
Yeah.
Now
This is going to be entertaining.
Now, you guys know how I feel with movies like this. When we did Now You See Me, I bitched a storm how these plans are so precise. Every little thing has to fall into place. There's a lot of things where I'm like, no. That can't be. We got a Game of Thrones character.
Yes.
We have Ned Stark as the bad guy. Who, when I first saw this movie as a kid, and I saw, not a kid, how old were we in? We were 20 years old.
Oh my God.
Yeah, we were 20 years old when this movie came out. I saw this in theaters with my friends. And Sean Bean comes on screen, and I'm like, oh no, he's going to die. He's either going to die or do a double turn.
Yeah.
It's one of the two. Because he died in Lord of the Rings, he died in GoldenEye.
And he did a double turn.
He was GoldenEye still for me in this.
Okay.
This was, he was Trevelyan.
Yes.
006.
Uh-huh. Not Boromir? You weren't Lord of the Rings?
I was, but I don't know, somehow that didn't translate for me.
But now he's Ned?
Yeah, now he's Ned. Yeah.
I'm sure next week will be Game of Thrones heavy too.
Yeah.
Okay, so check out 2004's National Treasure. And until next time, this is Hollywood.
I'm Maestro.
I'm Adam.
Test your might.
Thanks for watching the Spoilers live Facebook things.
Hey.
Yeah, see you in about 2 weeks.
Yep.
You're so bitter.